like just jokes. So I think you guys are going to go absolutely crazy. Please give me all your love. Go start clapping now, okay? Like start it up, start it up, start it up. Please welcome your first act for the night. It's Melissa Billingham.
Pamadia, kia ora. So grateful to be here. Raw Meat Monday, a little bit of an awkward situation for a lifelong vegetarian, but I'll give it my best shot. And yes, my name is Melissa, which means no kids in the audience, no entomologists in the house, no honeybees left on the planet. Thought I'd start us out with an oldie but a goodie, like me. So please, sing along if you know this song. I encourage you. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. That has been my backing track since it first came out, so you can probably date me by that song. I don't mean date me. I mean, that would be impressive if you serenaded me with my own theme song. No, I mean carbon date me.
That old.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Love me because I'm humble. And don't worry if you don't laugh. I don't find most comedy funny myself, so I'm not offended. Sex is funny though. From a celestial perspective, sex is hysterical. You know, that I was reading a children's story. I can read higher level books, but no, I was reading a children's story about animal tales to a 2-year-old, and it was about the difference between a crocodile tail is much different from a giraffe tail, it's very different from a swallow tail, and I asked her, do you have a tail? No, but my daddy does. Oh, front tail. So, sex is funny because our sexual organs are absurd. We're not attracted to them in and of themselves, we're attracted to them for how they make us feel, right? I mean, if you take a cold, hard look at your bits, not now, later, you'll see that sex is like a mating dance between a fungus and a flower. Or between 2 flowers. Or between 2 fun guys. So, speaking of flowers, what makes a good pussy? Anyway. No fleas. Sorry, I can't see you. I'm gonna give the answers. No fleas, right? A small bell, so you know when she's coming, and doesn't kill all the native birds. And soft, strokable fur, unless you in the back with your hand raised are into hairless.
That feels good.
Hair is good. Speaking of black holes, 2 black holes collided, and they recorded the gravitational waves and converted them into sound waves. And I listened to it. Unfortunately, I didn't bring the recording, but I can tell you that it sounds the way you would imagine 2 black holes merging would sound like. Speaking of lesbians, I went to the Penis Museum in Reykjavik, Iceland, and it was so cold, they're all shriveled. Ridiculous. But I did learn the difference between a whale front tail and a raccoon front tail and a troll front tail. Speaking of penises, when I was a man, I used women. When I was a man, I disrespected, even raped women, though we called it ravishing back then, and it wasn't illegal. when I was a married man, I was misogynistic to my wife and my many mistresses. Even though I relied on women for my very existence, when I was a man, when I had a dick, I was dick. Now, I appear to be a woman, and apparently this is my first life as a woman ever, which explains a lot. Speaking of mistresses, is anyone married in a committed partnership? That's kind of feeble. Throw out a word that defines your relationship right now.
Depressing.
All right. Anybody else? Another word that defines your committed partnership right now. What was that? Fun! Brilliant! So much better than depressing. Maybe you guys should talk. Yeah, so notice, anybody else? Another word.
Hey.
What?
Moist.
Good. That sounds good, I think. But, so notice, no one said sustainable. Right? Because it's your primary relationship. You're loving, you've got each other's backs. You're not extracting resources. Or are you? Yes, sustainable is the hot word of our times. We're all trying to figure out how we can make our homes, our cars, our agriculture, our work more sustainable so that we can just continue using what we see as resources for ourselves alone, as opposed to cultivating a living relationship with the very thing that makes it possible for us to exist at all, namely the rest of the planet, the Earth. I mean, that would be a little bit strange. Have you ever seen somebody say, "I'm getting it on with the Earth," and taken them seriously? Sweet. Love you all. Enjoy the rest of the show. I'm Melissa.
Speaking of penises, I like that. I was supposed to